Social psychological analysis of a cultural artifact. Final exam by Denisha Graham. My chosen cultural artifact is a pop song written and performed by Sam Cooke called A Change Is Going to Come. The song made a big impact on society during the civil rights movement, creating waves all over the world with that powerful song. The song had positive effects on communities that were going through a rough time. The song was released on December 22nd, 1964, in the middle of chaos in America. The song was created as a protest for communities during troubled times, and it was a way to help lift people up and give them hope. As Black Americans fought for equal rights in America, the song Cooke wrote spoke about the struggles and inequality in America. In spring of 1965, the country was in turmoil as all the protesting was igniting emotions. State troopers gassing people and knocking down many women and men that were protesting for voting rights. Sam Cooke's song gave people something to think about and hold on to. The song revealed the beauty of change and helped others to see that as well, creating a lasting spark in communities all over the country. Social thinking is an important skill for humans. It helps us to understand and respond to other people, such as their thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. It is a social learning trait that is great for observing, allowing you to connect with others around you, communicate, and relate to them. Social thinking allows us to become open-minded when faced with new challenges and unexpected situations. For example, during the civil rights movement, people of all races saw what was going on with the protesting, angry people, and frustrated state troopers being brutal to the protesters. The song A Change Is Going to Come spoke of those things. The artist Sam Cooke generated different ways to address that difficult situation by creating a song to help ease the tension and giving the people something to lean on through the words and instruments in his song. The song ended up making a huge impact on society as it brought people together and helped some to be more open-minded and more comfortable about what was transpiring during the movement. According to the article Social Psychology, Albert Bandura's social cognitive theory has been applied to all sorts of social settings as well, even in the development of television. Shows that help viewers identify with characters who are in the process of making healthy life changes, thereby increasing the likelihood that the viewers will engage in healthier behaviors in their daily lives. Social influence was present as well. The popular hit song gave people outside the African American race a different perspective on understanding what was truly going on during the movement. For example, the song was playing all over the country, giving people a good feeling, while at the same time it was bringing society together. Music has always been a good way to communicate with society, positive or negative. It always gets the message out there. The words in the music are so powerful that when we listen to songs, we start to internalize them, evolving in a change in behavior and belief. Music can define social relations because it has always impacted society. It has a way of changing how we feel, act, think when we are at work or at home, and it even impacts the path a person chooses, whether it's personal or professional. Music has been proven to activate certain parts of the brain to help us understand what people think or feel, which is empathy. Through music, people have discovered things about their culture and discovered how things are in society. Music is passed down from generation to generation, changing society in the way people perceive the world. But one thing for sure is that music has brought so many people together. Social psychological theory. Psychological theory is the study of understanding people and their behaviors in a social setting or any situation. It examines how people feel, think, and believe. Social psychology theory also looks at how an individual's behavior is influenced by others. When it comes to thinking socially, it is something that goes through everyone's mind while trying to make sense of their own thoughts, while at the same time trying to make sense of other thoughts. Sam Cooke's song was created to reach and teach people through the words of a song, working to bring peace to chaos, bring people together, encourage change. According to Popular Music, Cultural Memory, and Heritage, highly instructive work on the propensity of music both to link individuals with their past and to emotionally ground them in the present. During the Civil Rights Movement, people in their mental states were at risk. Segregation made it hard for people to cope on a day-to-day basis. The cultural artifact song, "A Change Is Going to Come," created waves. It made people stop and think about what the artist was trying to convey, and it gave people understanding and encouragement to face their hope. That's how much that popular song impacted society. Social psychological research. Many people have researched the connection between music and social psychology. Music has a great impact on our social thinking, influence, and principles. Music has been part of culture since the beginning of its birth. Music also is important in our social lives, involving and bringing others together to collaborate on music, allowing people to coordinate songs and lyrics, enhancing cooperation from others, and strengthening communications. The importance of language in popular music is also a factor that is often overlooked in examining how popular music becomes a marker of cultural heritage. Research has proven how much music impacts a person's thinking can influence. That's why it's extremely important to choose a more positive song than a negative song because it can greatly impact the mind. According to the article, Music and Social Bonding, Self-Other, Merging, and Neurohormonal Mechanisms, music making, which involves sensory overload, physical activity, strong emotional arousal, and strong social behavior. It is particularly conducive to oxytocin release. Music has and will always have the power to bring people together and impact society, considering the concepts such as attraction, love, and pro-social behavior. From a social psychological perspective, people's behavior can be influenced by others and their behavior. Some people's personalities or behavior can change when they get into a group setting or a different situation. Behavior can be influenced by a social situation, which is a stronger influence compared to characteristics, such as listening to music, which can greatly impact the person's thinking as well as behavior. The relevance of culture to my analysis of my selected cultural artifact. The relevance of culture to my analysis of Sam Cooke's song, "A Change Is Going to Come," changed society. It changed how people felt about the civil rights movement and how they felt about segregation. And it encouraged people to hold on to hope. It encouraged empathy amongst the acts of aggression that were being performed during the civil rights movement. The cultural song created a lasting impact on the human population, which its positive effects resulting in a more harmonious environment. Many people are so happy with this type of cultural artifact as it has brought many people together and become a cultural asset to culture in the music world. Even now today, you can hear this song being played all over the world. It's a soothing and positive message that made it a feel-good song, a song that changed history, and a song that inspired hope. After gathering parts of my analysis, I realized that music always inspired me, and after further examination, I see how it affects my mood and behavior. I noticed that when I listen to a positive song with a smooth and nurturing tone, it makes my day or experience a bit better. I also noticed after listening to music with a negative message and tone, my mood was somehow disturbed and it changed my behavior. For example, when I'm driving, negative music has an impact on how I drive, making me feel like I'm rushing or frustrated and not wanting to share the road with others. So, in my future career considerations, whether it's counseling or behavior therapy, I will be sure to incorporate those findings into my work, making sure everyone is aware of how music can affect the mind and behavior, how much it can impact society, the tone and the language. What we listen to is very important for our growth in lives. Thank you for listening.